Welcome back, this is Mandy. Today I'm going to put together my riser base for my S1 laser from XTOOL. If you are going to use your laser for tumblers or projects that have some height, you really need a riser. So let's put it together. Hello. So in this video I'm going to attempt to connect the XTOOL S1 riser base. So I have the XTOOL over here out of the line of sight. There are some adjustments that we have to make, mostly just taking that bottom tray out. So that I probably will not do on camera. That seems pretty self-explanatory, but this is the riser base in the box. XTOOL does a really good job of showing you exactly what you should do. Even, pictures. I'm a picture person. So it kind of shows you everything that you should have in the box. And then it starts by showing you step one. So, I don't know, step one is back here. Step one is always safety. So then it kind of shows you what parts are in your box. So you got the left, the right, the front, the back. The front and the back are doors that open to the tool. So if you use the conveyor belt, you have the option, like if you're running wood through it, you can open those doors and it'll automatically feed it as it's cutting, which is, I think, a really cool feature. So I am going to attach the riser base now because I have the honeycomb tray, and the honeycomb tray is going to obviously take some of your distance away. Now the S1 is fully enclosed, so you don't have to wear laser glasses because the S1 shields you. But if you open your machine, if you're using your conveyor or whatever, you should be wearing these laser glasses, which of course they include for you. So that's lovely. They're very yellow, but obviously you always want to protect your eyes, protect your loved ones. The cover, as it's lasering, the cover is still going to be over the top. So this is just an extra precaution, which I love. I love that XTOOL is taking that extra precaution. The riser base is also super helpful if you're going to do tumblers and things like that, and you're going to use the rotary tool because you're going to need that extra height. So not every kit automatically comes with the riser base, so just be aware of that. If you are new to my channel, I am an XTOOL affiliate, and there is a link in the description box. So would love it if you would use my link, and when you shop, it helps the channel. And I'm very new to using lasers, so if you are too, we're going to learn together. So as with everything else, this is packaged very, very well. Comes with a little hex key. I, as a general habit, save this stuff until I put something together because there's a very good chance I will miss something in there. I have the pearl white machine, so this actually also came in pearl white, which is pretty cool. So this is the right side. So we're going to take this out of the box. And essentially all this is going to do is it's going to add height to the machine. And then we're going to take the panel out of the machine, and then you actually use that as an adjustable height. I had to watch some videos first. And I am just throwing this on the floor, so don't mind me. And this is the left side. And based on what I have seen so far, once we get this out, other than a little maneuvering, it's not too crazy. The difficult part for me is that this counter is high, and it's going to be to get the laser on top of it. So this is a sticky strip, I think, for your panels, I think. All right, so here is, I think it's for this. So this is the front. So this is like a front door. I'm pretty sure that you attach it with that sticky strip, and then it goes open and close like that. And that automatic conveyor feature is super cool. If you're going to do like a long sign or something that's too long, like let's say a welcome sign, which is probably what I'll do, then you can run it through the machine on the conveyor, which I haven't put together. This is the back side. But I think that's pretty fascinating. Okay, so the rest of this is just styrofoam with nothing in it that we need, so we get rid of this box. Okay, so just so you can see, this comes with these little slats or slots or whatever on the inside where you can slide your crumb tray to adjustable heights. So within this, from what I can see, this seems pretty easy to put together. So we basically need to connect these four parts. We've got screws inside this doohickey, and one of them is longer, and I think that we also use these other screws, but I'm going to keep them in the bag for now. I don't know why one of them is longer. We have the hex key, so let me just take a gander at this and we'll put it together. Okay, so this is the back. I want to show you because I'm a girl and people put things together too fast, and I'm like, wait. So these pieces, you slide this back thing, oops, over your side panel, and then do the same on this other side. Hold on, let me move my screws. I saw somebody put it together and they just did it on like hyper speed, and I'm like, whoa, dude, girls need steps. Okay. So this side, whoa, sorry about the mess. Same thing here. And then, sorry, this slides in here, and then the screw goes there. So we're gonna put in those screws. Give me a second. Okay, so I actually opened the door because you kind of need the light. So I'm gonna do this so you can see what I'm doing. Oops. I actually used a little screwdriver that came with it, but you could use a hex key for sure. And I might actually have to. The hex key works better. Okay, so I did the same on all four corners, and it's loosely assembled. Now I need to put the S1 back on. Okay, so this was challenging because of the height, but what you can't see is that where the little feet are, there's grooves in the riser that fit into those little, where those little feet go. This one is slightly off right now because of the screw, but right now we've just got it setting on there, but I hope that you can see that this is where those little feet will go. So now we need to take this tray out. So we're going to remove these screws, the ones in the front that you can't see, and the ones to the side. And then there is a place, what it looks like, we're going to connect it to the bottom. Okay, so we've got those removed. So now this will just lift out. So we're going to take it out. And then set it to the side. And now we have to attach this top part to the bottom. And I think there's some screws right there. And before doing that, you want to kind of maneuver and make sure that those little feet are in their little spot. This one, I had to gently jiggle it until it fell down in the right place. Now they're flush, but this one was not a second ago. Okay, so on the inside, there's 3 little holes. 1, 2, 3 on either side. You have 5 of the same size screw. Oh wow, this doesn't seem to have the same fitting over here. That's weird. Give me 1 second. Okay, so you have, I think they actually go right here. Yeah, because this is the top. That's strange. So let me show you. On this side, there's one long one, and that one goes in the middle. These don't have the same fittings, but they have a hole. So I think that's probably okay. So then, I guess that's just for extra insurance, but and I don't know if I'm putting this in the right place or not. I think this is where it goes, not here. So let me double check the book, make sure I'm not messing this up. Okay, according to the little diagram on the left side, it goes in this spot. So tighten that side first. Ooh. Okay, the longer one. Make sure that it's connected. It seems to be, okay. And then this other little guy. And then on the other side, they don't have the same little screw housing. So the little diagram in the book indicates basically just like a little hole. Make sure that I can feel that down there. Okay, so over here in the book, see that little diagram? That seems to closest match this. Those are not perfectly aligned, so let's see. Let's try it. Oh, maybe it wasn't fully aligned. If you look down into the hole, you can see it. So, okay. And again, a lot of that has to do with finding that spot for those little feet to go, so that you get a flush. How tedious. But in the grand scheme of things, if I could put this together, and I have barely a clue, it's pretty good. I don't know if this is actually doing what it's supposed to do or not. It's not lifting off, so I'm assuming so. Okay. It's pretty sturdy. I don't want to strip anything. So now the next one would logically go right here. I'm going to do this one first. I can't really see down in there to know if that's... I kind of think I'm supposed to do this one, but I don't think so. I'm going to try to do this part. It's difficult to tell because the other one is marked so well. And there's a hole right next to it, so it's like, do I do that one? But this one seems like it's intended for following the threading of a little screw. Oh, I can see where that blue's coming from. It's coming from the screws. I was like, I see nothing blue. Okay, so if you get confused about that like I did, I think it's actually not this one, but this one. Because the other one felt like it was resisting instead of going through the other hole. And on this one, you can see that there is a hole underneath. Trial and error. I felt like it was actually pushing against it, not connecting it. Okay, so that looks better, and now I don't see any gap between them. So for this one, it'll be this one. You can kind of see it setting on that bottom piece. But before, it was actually resisting that screw in that second, which tells me there's no hole there. Good thing I wasn't very pushy about it, huh? All right, so after this, it wants you to, there are two, you can see on the diagram here, see how there's one long and 5 shorter. That one long, we already put that in, but it kind of shows you that. Okay, so now this should be attached. I'm gonna make sure it's good and tight. So what I'm doing that you can't see is picking up the laser on the top to make sure it's connected to the bottom, and it is. Okay, so now you can test the front and back closures. You can see that they have like a magnet feature. So we'll make sure that they work properly, the front and the back. The back is connected back here. Okay. Okay, so at this point, you want to make sure that those original 4 screws you did in each corner are tight. So if you left them loose, just in case, you want to grab your hex key and make sure they're good and tight. And then we're going to install the light blocking strips for our doors. So just making sure these are good and tight back here. Hope so, because that thing's not going back in there. Yep, okay, that one's okay. This guy back here. Okay. Just making sure we don't have a lot of give there. And this final one I'll do. Okay, so these are intended to block the laser light in this little crack in the laser. So you're going to maybe clean this with some alcohol and then put the strip right here on the front and the back doors, kind of like weather stripping. Okay, so from here, all you need to do is put your tray back in at your desired height. It's sort of like an oven rack. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so that can be adjusted at any time. So pretty easy. Now the instructions do say that after you install it like this, you shouldn't just be moving it all the time because the screws can become unstable. So obviously keep that in mind. It's a pretty big machine, but yeah. So this will be useful when we do cup engraving because the rotary tool will fit right in here and it connects to this little piece right here. So that will make it useful for that. So yeah. Thanks for watching. So now you know that the honeycomb tray will work great in here, and the riser obviously adjusts for the height difference. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check the description box, and lots of good discounts in there. Thanks. Bye.